One thing that I noticed about this musical that I really enjoyed and thought was interesting was that it resonates with just about any type of audience. In this musical, this particular group of friends grapples with addiction, eviction, sexual identity, and materialism and the desire to leave a meaningful legacy. It was fairly simple to notice how the cast is very easy to relate to. Another thing I found interesting was the role of HIV and AIDS in this musical and how it affects the characters. For question two, one of the values I noticed in this dramatic world is the importance of everyday we live. Throughout the songs, I noticed how a lot of the lyrics signified the values of living each day to the fullest with a purpose. In one of the songs at the end of the musical, Mark sings, "There's no future, there's no past, thank God this moment's not the last." Another value I noticed in this dramatic world is the significance of love in life. The character Mimi argues that one should live as if there is no day but today. The play uses HIV and AIDS as the major barriers for the characters, as many are certain that they will die soon as they try to find happiness in their lives. Broadway used to avoid portraying these things, and the value of life in this musical is thoroughly emphasized, and the significance of living each day to the fullest is a great message to take away from the musical. For question three, one of the things I didn't completely understand is why there were so many songs that seemed to generate out of nothingness. I know this is a musical, but from my perspective, some of the songs seem to be a little too forced. I honestly lost track of the plot at certain times, and there was a lot of scream singing, which was very intriguing and interesting to watch, but it made me lose track of the plot even more. After thinking about this, I came to a personal conclusion that these unprompted songs may be part of why this play is so good. This musical relates to the lives of many, and life can get very distracting at times as well as fanatical. I definitely looked at this question in a big picture rather than from a little standpoint. For question four, one of the issues of diversity that I wanted to analyze from this musical is a depiction of class. Most of the characters in the musical are portrayed as lower class individuals looking to better their lives even with the obstacles that many of them are facing. This musical directly links the lower class individuals to having a higher chance for STDs such as HIV or AIDS. The depiction of this further represents how the surge in STDs decades ago could affect so many people. Another thing that dealt with class in this is that the musical also alludes to the fact that lower class individuals tend to remain in the lower class and they struggle to move up in society. I think the politics of this musical still heavily relate to our present time because we're still presented with multiple issues of diversity, class, gender, and sexuality every single day. For question five, the song I chose to analyze from this musical is "Take Me or Leave Me" by Idina Menzel. The song is sung by Maureen and Joanne after they start arguing with each other while they're trying to rehearse. Um, the song emphasizes their significance as well as their reasons for why they should stay. The song serves as an ultimatum in this musical, so I think that it does advance the plot further after the song is done, and I think that this duet helps develop both of the characters as strong and independent women that are very knowledgeable of their self-worth. For question six, two questions that I had were, what do you think is meant by the line, "I don't own emotion, I rent," from one of the songs? And the next question is, why do Mark and Roger think they shouldn't have to pay rent on their Manhattan loft?